Hello, Nikolai Markovich from Echolake Technologies, echolaketech.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to upload and download files from your app, as well as an ability to share those files with team members and how to create that list of team members as well. So first thing we need to do is go over to data here, and we've got to create a data type called data file. And you can see over here that we have two fields in it. The first one is document, which is of type file. And so basically you can see the different field types here. So you want to pick file for this. And then the other one is going to be who can see the file, and this is going to be used so that you can build a team of people who can see your file. So just kind of quickly here, what you want to do is that's going to be a user, and you want to click this field as a list for multiple entries, just like that. And that's how you get the list of users here. The other thing is for the user type, we want to go in here, and I also added team members. So for each user that gets created, they are going to have a list of users, and this list of team members is going to be actually who can see the file, and you'll see that in the workflow shortly. Okay, so we have this click to upload file. I also have this repeating group over here, and basically in the repeating group, all I'm doing is, again, picking what I'm looking for, data files or data file, and then I'm having this constraint in here, who can see the files. So it's the current user. It contains the current user. So if you recall from the data type, this is actually going to be a list of users, and I want to make sure that it contains the current user. And that's all we'd have to do for the search there. Now within each of the cells, basically have current cells, data files, document. So you have some choices here and so forth. You want to pick document, and then also you're going to have choices URL is not empty, empty. You want to pick file name for that. And so that's going to show the file name within that cell. Lead destination, so this is actually going to be used so when we actually click on this text field, it's going to open a new window, which I'll show you in the demo. And then the destination URL, so what we want to go and open in that external URL is the current cell data files document. Okay, so again, current cells document is what we want to go show into that new tab, and we're going to open a new tab here. If I didn't click this new tab, then it would open in the same window. It's from a user experience not quite as nice. So the other thing in here is the little trash button here, or icon rather, and basically the workflow for that is I have it open a window to confirm. Then I want to delete the file, and what I need to do here is I need to go and display data in that window. So I'm displaying the current cell's data file. So when that window opens, it's going to have the current cell's data in it. And then I open the window. Let me just go over here and delete file. So here's the actual pop-up here. Again, it's of type data file. So you want to make sure when you're creating this pop-up that you pick the right data type. If I picked any other data types, then it wouldn't be sending the correct data to it, and when the workflow runs, it's not going to operate correctly. I also put in here the name of the file that's going to be deleted. And then for the yes workflow, it's simply just going in and deleting the data file. So when I come into here under data, I'm going to delete a thing, parent groups data file. That's all it is right here. And then after that's done, just simply close the pop-up. It's that simple. And then here for close, I'm just going to hide the pop-up. Okay, so that takes care of deleting it. The other thing I want to point out on here is when the icon is hovered, I just wanted to change the color from black to red, just a visual cue for the user. The other thing I wanted to do is when the current cell's data file's creator, their email, is not the current user's email, I want to go and make this data element, sorry, the little trash can icon here, I want to make it invisible. And basically the purpose for this is there's going to be multiple users who can see this file list here. And if you are not the creator of that file, I don't want to give you the ability to delete the file. So only the person who's uploaded the file has the permission to go and delete the file, if that makes sense. And the other thing that I did on here is when the current cell data file's creator email is not the current user's email, I changed the color of it. So again, another visual cue. I think the default value is this is blue color here. So if you're not the creator of the, or you didn't upload the file, then it's going to be a different color. Again, another visual cue so you can see which files are yours and which files were uploaded by another person. Over here on this side, what I've done is just kind of built out the team. So I have this simple drop down. All I'm doing here is picking dynamic choices, and it's going to be of type user because I want to get all of the users because I'm going to be choosing a person. And I'm going to be searching. I don't have any constraints on here. I'm just going to search for all of the users that are in the database. For your application, you may want to put some criteria on here to limit the number of users. And then basically show the user's email. I could choose other things on here like their first name or first name and last name, but I just went simple with this and just showing their email. Okay, and then basically to add, make changes to user. So again, back to the data type, just real quick here. So for user, I've got team member and list of users. So in the workflow, I'm going to add to team members the drop-down's value. Okay, so that's basically going to be adding it to the list. And then I just reset the input. So basically, after the workflow is done, I put it back to choose a person. If I didn't do that, then it would have that person's name as the default in there. Again, just a little user experience. Here's another repeating group, and in this repeating group, again, it's of type user because I want to go and show all of the different users who can see the file. So if I'm the current user logged in and I'm adding people, I want the ability to see who else has permission to see the files. And basically here it's again just the current users, team member. Now sometimes you'll see, probably quite a few times, you'll see a search in a repeating group, like I have a search over here. In this case, I'm not doing a search. I'm actually going and I'm showing in this repeating group the current users list. So instead of doing a search here, it's just showing the list that I have of team members. Similarly, I have a little trash can icon here. And I have a pop-up to confirm the removal. Again, I need to go and send the current user from that cell and open up that window. Now when I get to the window to remove a person, again, type user, lots of choices, but you want to pick type user because that's what we're going to be removing. And when I click yes, in my workflow, make changes to current user. Now, if you recall when I think it was this one right here. So I had delete data file when it was the actual file because the data file here is an instance in the database of a data file. Now, when I come over here to make a change to the current user, and I go and team members remove the parent group's user, I don't want to go and do a delete thing, current parent group's user. I don't want to do this because if you do this, you're going to delete the user from the database. So basically, if you, let's see my users, I've got some users in here. If you use the delete, you're going to actually go and delete whichever user you picked on here. Okay, so that's an important thing to remember. I'm just going to be making a change to a current user, and to find that, it's under Account, Make Change to Current User. So this is a little bit different since we're modifying the current user. We're not using a data here to make changes to a thing. Okay, so if I go over here and make changes to a thing, I guess I could do current user, but just as a, I guess, habit, you want to go and make changes at the account here. Either way is fine, but just, I guess, as a habit, you want to, if you're making account changes, you want to come over here and use this list here instead of doing a make change to a thing. And after that's removed, let me go back over here, remove that person, then I simply hide the pop-up. And that's it. For no, it's just simply close the pop-up, hide the pop-up. And let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, for conditionals on here, I didn't put anything. Conditionals here, so what I've done is, again, once it's the icon is hovered, make it red. When the current user's email is the current user's email, or current cell's users rather, is the current user, make this invisible. So basically, when I'm logged in as a user, my name is going to be on this list as well, because I need my name in the list, or else when I run over here to do the search, my name won't be in Who Can See file. So my name is going to show on this list here, but what I've done with this conditional, sorry, there we go, conditional, I've made it so that I can't delete myself accidentally from the list, but I can delete other users that I choose. So that is basically it. Let's go and do this demo. I've actually got two windows open. And this one here is user 1, and I'm going to move over here, do a refresh, and this is user 2. Okay, so I don't have any files here that are loaded for either one, but you can see that for user 2, I've got myself as user 2 and user 1 here, and I can delete user 1. I can also add another user just like that, and I can delete. Are you sure you want to remove user 6? Yes, I am. So that's how you add and delete, as simple as that. Now let's just go and upload a file. And these are just some pictures from my blog post, so I'm going to add another picture here. So you can see as user 2, the colors here are blue. I'm just going to click on one of these, and you can see it opens up a new window just like that. And now with this new window, I can right-click or double-click if you're using a mouse or a pad on your Microsoft, or on your Mac rather. You can save these images, so you can manipulate them however you would like at this point. Okay, I'm going to move over here, and now you see that these are, the color is black. I'm going to click on it, and you can see the icon here. You may be wondering why it's showing up in the middle of the screen here, and on this one it's showing at the top of the screen. So on this browser here, this is actually Safari, and on this one here, it's actually Chrome. So that's why you're seeing the differences. You can also see here that I'm user 1, and these are now colored black, and I can't delete it. So again, user 1, I can't delete myself from the list, but I can delete user 2. So if I go and I add a file on here, let's just pick this one. You can see, okay, different color, and I can delete it. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes, I am. Let's just go and pick that one again. All right, so there I can see it. And when I come over here, let me just close this window. And there it is, Analytics Workflow, just like that. So that's basically it. Just a quick demo here to show you how to upload files, and they can be PDF files, Word docs, spreadsheets, whatever they need to be. And you can go and create a team, and then you can go and show these files with your team members. You can give sort of permissions if you want to delete them yourself and not allow other users to delete them. You can see, again, the little trash can here. It's only showing up for this file because I'm the one who uploaded it, and on these two here. So there's a lot of power that you can do, some flexibility on sharing files. I hope this video was helpful. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the section below, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.